Come cook with me on the farm today as I do my version of an Applebee's lunchtime favorite. Instead of a spinach shrimp salad with warm vinaigrette, we're going to do a seafood medley salad with mixed greens and spinach with the warm vinaigrette. So here are the items you're going to need to get started. Good old-fashioned bacon, some extra virgin olive oil and white balsamic vinegar, sugar. I'm using unprocessed raw sugar. The spices you're going to use are pepper, salt, dry mustard, and then some cornstarch to thicken it. I'll make sure I put the exact recipe measurements in the description box below for everyone. Okay, time to fry the bacon on a nice medium high heat on the stove top in a thick bottom metal pan or cast iron. You want to go ahead and put those bacon pieces in there. It's important to spread them out evenly along the bottom of the pan. I'm using kind of a small skillet, but that's because I'm reserving my large skillet for later. Ideally, a larger skillet would allow them to space out a little more evenly, and it would actually fry up quicker instead of kind of steam frying, which, you know, hey, we're fine either way as long as it fries up to some crispy goodness. After they've warmed up a little bit, you can go ahead and move them around the pan. Some of that fat from the bacon is released, and that'll allow you to get in there and separate the pieces from where you sliced and diced the bacon. After that, though, you want to kind of leave it and let it set and really crisp up on one side so that when you flip it and turn it, you've got nice brown bits on one side of your bacon. And we're almost there. Now once that bacon is nice and crispy, you want to get you a bowl or plate and a paper towel that you can get all those bacon bits out of that grease and straining on an absorbent surface. You're going to want to then drain all of the bacon grease, reserving 1 tablespoon left in there for a little flavor for that vinaigrette. A medium to medium low heat, go ahead and add your vinegar and oil, which I already have combined here in the measuring cup, to your skillet that has your 1 tablespoon of bacon grease into it. Now be careful because that's a hot skillet, that's hot oil, you get my point. At this point, add your sugar. You want to go ahead and whisk that in, as well as your spices, and just mix them around here, getting them unstuck off the bowl. And at this point on that medium to medium low heat, you're going to want to stir or whisk pretty continuously. You don't want the sugar sticking to the bottom. You don't want to walk away from it. Just stand there and whisk it. It only takes a minute or two. Go ahead and add those bacon bits back in and continue to stir. Once it starts thickening up to your liking, you can go ahead and turn the heat off, but do not turn your back on it because it will continue to sit in that hot pan and boil. Let's get that back burner on a medium-high heat and 2 tablespoons of butter melting in the back. Don't forget to stir your dressing. That pan is still hot. Try not to make a mess like I do. While I'm cleaning, did you notice I switched clothes? Yeah, it's a jammies before dinner kind of day. In today's economy, who's not trying to save a buck? So I'm always on the search for inexpensive, healthy food, and I stumbled across this Fremont seafood medley at Aldi's, reasonably priced, and we're going to try it tonight. For the seafood seasoning, we're going to be using lemon pepper, garlic powder, parsley flakes, and Spanish paprika. We've had the seafood medley rinsed and draining in the strainer, and now we're going to take that other 1 tablespoon of reserve bacon grease from where we made the bacon for the dressing and add that to the melted butter in the pan, which time this should be nice and hot. When we put that lovely seafood in, we should get a good sear and sizzle, and this is going to move quite quickly from here out. Once your skillet is nice and hot, put that seafood right on in there, getting every last little bit, spreading it around the pan. Once it's spread out evenly, grab your seasoning mixture and sprinkle that generously all around. Give a good mix, and I literally stand here and watch it and stir it and flip shrimp and calamari until everything is nice and done. It usually only takes anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes depending on the seafood you're using, if it's completely thawed. This particular mix took me about 5 minutes to complete. Time to plate. Grab my organic spring and spinach mix from Walmart. A nice large bowl because you want something to hold in all of that dressing, but also hold in all of those greens, because that's what makes this the healthy side of the meal, is that the majority of your plate is actually fresh greens. Swap out the wooden spatula for a nice serving ladle to allow the extra juices to fall off of the seafood, and nice, huge, large helping. Now this is Sean's bowl, so you'll see it's going to be loaded with seafood. Of course, presentation is everything. You have to arrange it to look pretty. Now onto that delicious warm bacon vinaigrette. And we're going to put a generous amount of bacon all over the top and then drizzle a generous amount of that warm vinaigrette all over the top of that salad. This is going to, along with the hot seafood, start to wilt some of those greens. And oh my goodness, just watching this as I'm narrating the video is making my mouth water. Okay, so let's try our creation and see how good it is. Get a little bacon, a little shrimp, a little lettuce. How is it, babe?
Freaking awesome.
It's good, yeah?
Yeah, definitely good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
A little better than good. A lot better than good. That's freaking awesome.
And then some. Oh my gosh. I'm doing a food dance. Yum, yum. Thank you so much for watching. We sure do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos. Ring that bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos in the future. And until next time, as always, have a great day.